What if Berry Avenue had an interactive school? If you've played Berry Avenue before, you'll notice that there is a high school, there's a daycare, as well as an elementary school. But what if they were interactive? Today, I'm going to be talking about a few things, like the classes, renovations, how to make it interactive, a boarding school, and settings, and drama. So please stay tuned if you want to listen to the very end. First, let's start with the classes. There should be other subjects and more items for it, because there are only a few classrooms and most of them just looks like a plain old classroom. But what if, for example, if it was a music classroom and it had instruments where you can play and sheet music and everything like that? I believe that is very cool. I know that there are history classrooms, English and math classrooms, but what if they were a little more interactive? What if they actually had items that actually suit that subject? For example, if we were maths, we could have a calculator and it would be ready for in the classroom, so you can just grab it while you're in math class. That would be really cool. And what if there were NPC teachers? That would be so fun, a lot more interactive, and it will get more people to play for the school in Berry Avenue. I also believe that there should be more food for the cafeteria, because at this moment I think there's only a burger and a hot dog, but there should be other food items that are added into the inventory as well as the school cafeteria. Foods like rice or more noodles or bao buns. That would be really nice and I think they'll be delicious. It'll be great. And I don't know if you play Berry Avenue, but if you have been to the other countries from the airport like LA, the Switzerland place, and Paris and all those places, you'll notice that there are actually foods that are not actually in Berry Avenue but in those countries. You can just only get them from that specific country. So I thought it should be like that as well for the school cafeteria. And what if there were just random principal announcements during class time? If someone were able to, make an announcement that goes off from the speaker or something. But what if that only had you can only do that if it was a game pass? I feel like everyone would buy it. I think it would be really fun and just something just to use your Robux on. So there's a gym in Berry Avenue School as well as a cheerleading place. Well, I think there should be a lot more interactive. If you could play an actual sports game and there were the cheerleaders, even just NPCs if you want, but NPC cheerleaders cheering on the side. And even just, just some normal audience would be so fun, a little more, feels just a little better with more people in the room. Let's move on with the renovations. What if there were so many renovations on the classroom, even probably the whole school? In my opinion, I feel like the hallways are just a little bit too spacey. I feel like there's too much space and I think it needs to be cluttered a little bit more. Also, the hallway is quite long and it takes me a while just to get to the other side of the whole school so I can be early for my next class. And not only should there be just a more cluttered hallway, there should be definitely a lot more space for more classrooms, and I feel like it needs to be a little more decorated, a little more colourful. And I honestly think that the school is big enough, even you don't have to create more space, you just need to clutter a little bit more just so you can create space. But in my honest opinion, I honestly don't think you really have to get more space behind the whole school just so you can fit more classrooms in. You just have to, make it more cluttered. Also, what if there was a park or something like that outside of the high school? I know it's a high school and I know that normally high schools don't have playgrounds and stuff, but I still think there should be more of an outdoor area. Even if it's just at the front of the school, at the back of the school, maybe even the side of the school, anywhere that there's space for like an outdoor area. Maybe there should be like grass, those like picnic benches, like I don't know, things like that. What if they had more outdoor sport facilities? What if there was like a football pitch outside, or maybe even a swimming pool, or anything so it gets more engaged with the sport type of the school, as well as the music? What if there was an actual small theatre, or like, I don't know, something like that, just for like assemblies, I don't know, for plays, for musicals? What if there were like set pieces so you can actually build your own play? Like, what if there were like buttons where you can choose, I don't know, if it was like, if your set was trying to make a store, a restaurant or something, there's a button where it's like restaurant, and then like it automatically builds you a restaurant. That would be amazingly cool. I think I would love that, and I would use that every time I play Berry Avenue myself. It could also be used for concerts, like school concerts, but people like celebrities, singers, artists can also use it for their own concert, and I think that would be really cool if people role played as an artist who did like a world tour or something, and Berry Avenue is one of the locations, and they performed in that concert theatre place. I think that would be really cool. We could also use the theatre for like school talent shows. I feel like that would be super fun. Like you could like, I don't know, play some piano there, play an instrument, play guitar, woodwind instrument, string instrument, or singing, or even just any other talent, because I'm sure Berry Avenue students have a lot of talent. If we go back to the outdoor like eating area for lunch times, I feel like there should be food trucks. I think food trucks are like a really quick and easy way for people to have lunches. You just like grab and go. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you get a lot of lunchtime, but as well as you're just gonna have to gobble up that sandwich or something, so you can get to hang out with your friends, talk, read in the library, anything like that. Oh my gosh, speaking of which, there should be a library. Wow, I just thought of that. Anyway, I think there should be a library for people to study, people that are having like a quiet space for before and after school, so people can read really cool books, and it might even help them with their like assessments coming up. I think that would be really nice. So I think that will all be really cool with the library thing. I think it should be like a place, a really nice place for the students to hang out if they want to enjoy aircon inside the school instead of just going out. And I think like the football pitches and basketball courts and stuff should be used anytime at lunchtime, as long as they share. I think that would be very fun to use. What if there were lockers in Berry Avenue? I know that there are already lockers in Berry Avenue, but they're not exactly interactive because you can't actually open them or anything. But I just want to make this more interactive, because I think this whole Berry High School needs to be interactive for more people to play. I think that's my plan. Hopefully Berry Avenue sees this, Ambery or something. Anyway, I think we should be able to decorate our lockers with whatever you want in it. I don't know, books, water bottle, your bag, your lunch, your even posters, or like a mirror or something. I think that would be so fun. All your books are going to be there. Everything you need for school, basically. And it doesn't technically have to be like everything, but I think there should be a whole system where you can just decorate your locker. And maybe it needs like a game pass or something to do like a custom decorated locker. But if you don't want the game pass, you can just like use the pre-made ones maybe or something. I think a lot of people again would get the game pass, because I'm sure everyone wants to decorate the locker. I would too. So yeah. Another thing that Berry Avenue should add is a rooftop. Maybe people might study like flowers and stuff for like biology or something, and I think there should be like a rooftop garden for people, and I think it would be nice if people even just have like an outdoor space for like parties and stuff. I feel like that would be really fun. I feel like everything I've said it was really fun, because it is fun. I feel like all these new things that I would want Berry Avenue to add, I think they're all going to be really fun if they were actually added, and if they see this video. What if the rooftop had like a barbecue grill thing so people can go up for like special days? I know like a lot of sport carnivals, they might have like a canteen, so maybe even just like next to the sport facility thing there should be a canteen. But the rooftop can be like a place where people can spectate, like for like important people like the principal or something, so they can see the sport carnivals a lot clearer. I think like having that would be super duper cool. Like I said before, everything is really cool, but also I feel like because it's like sport carnivals, there should be houses. I believe that it should be like maybe even like Hogwarts, where you just like get sorted into a house from a hat or something like that. But if they don't want to do that, you can also just choose your house just by looking at like a description of it. I feel like each house has to have like a personality thing, like maybe like this house is good at football but not good at basketball or something like that. So like people can choose their houses, look at what the benefits are, but they're obviously going to be negative stuff. So yeah, you're just going to have to choose it yourself, and I don't know if there should be a thing where you can change it to another house, but I don't know. You guys choose, not me. So we are finally moving on after a long time. We are going to talk about the main thing, how it is interactive. Now, if you've played games like, I don't know, there's like high school games, Roblox High School, Royal High, those games like that I used to play a lot actually. Those are like actual school games. Like they are roleplay, I guess, but they're mainly for the school. But Berry Avenue isn't mainly for the school. They're like for the whole roleplay experience. But I feel like to make it interactive, it should be like those games. I feel like there needs to be like a time schedule, I don't know, at the top of your screen saying, go to math class, do you want to teleport to math class, something like that. And yeah, I feel like you just have to do stuff in the class. You actually have to like do activities to make it more interactive. Maybe for maths you have to solve actual maths problem, and I'm sure Berry Avenue is not going to make it that hard, but it would be super duper cool if there were actual activities, and not just maths as well. Like for science, I don't know, you have to mix these chemicals together, you have to make sure you mix it right, follow like a recipe almost. I just thought of another subject. I feel like there should be like a food technology classroom where you just do like a cooking and you have to get the recipe right, using like the Remy cooking assistant thing. I feel like using that would be the best, because you're literally just following instructions, so it'd be easy for the subject. I feel like that should be added as a subject, and yeah, I feel like that's how you get good marks for the class, if you just nail the recipe and don't get anything wrong. For English class, there should be like a spelling competition as your like activity, and like obviously again, Berry Avenue, I don't think they're going to make really hard words, they're just going to make simple words, and you just got to like type them in the screen or something like that. I feel like that would be fine. So you know how Berry Avenue now has an airport, which I think is absolutely amazing. I'm honestly still kind of shocked about it. I was like, oh my gosh, Berry Avenue have an airport, we can go to Paris, we can go to LA, all those countries. So anyway, that's not my point. I feel like for history class there should be like a quiz where there's like a picture of a building in one of those countries. For example, you know how there's like a photography studio in LA? What if there was like a picture of the photography studio and all you had to do was guess which like city it's from out of all the countries that you can go to in Barry Avenue? I feel like if that was a quiz, I would play it so many times, and I think I would actually like school for once. Yeah. And for the I've already done science. What have we done? Art. You have to try to like copy the picture, and like using like the paint things. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go. I actually don't know. And for the PE sports class, maybe like if it was like basketball or something, you have to get 10 hoops in a row, or like for soccer, like get 10 goals in a row, something like that. So most of these stuff doesn't have to be like a team work, because I know like obviously when you play basketball and stuff you need obviously more than one player, but for this one you're just shooting by yourself, so you don't actually have to get real players. And because if you do, honestly there won't be like many people trying to play it, so you'll have to like wait a long time until you get another player to play with you, especially if you're like in a private server. Like I don't think, unless if you like invited a friend or something, you can't play it by yourself, so you just gotta do hoops, which is something you can't do by yourself, and I guess that's just an activity for a class. Also, I don't know if you guys know what touch typing is, but I love touch typing. I think one of my favorite things to do in like IT class or something. I feel like that should be an activity for an IT subject. So I'm gonna like move on from the subjects now, but I'm kind of still on the same page. But there should be homework. I know nobody likes homework, but for some reason when I play Royal High, I love the homework. It's so fun, and come on guys, you've got to like agree with me, because Royal High is fun and it has really good homework. But anyway, we're talking about Barry Avenue here, so I'll just move on from that. So I feel like there should be homework where for like, I don't know, not for all the subjects, because that would drive me crazy myself, but like for some random subjects I feel like there should be homework. But yeah, but it doesn't have to be like due the next day, due like a few days later. Actually I don't know, because I don't know how long you're gonna role play for. I mean, you might suddenly like decide, oh, I'm gonna leave because my laptop is getting hot, something like that. I don't know, but that's something you need to worry about yourself, not the game. But yeah, I feel like homework would be nice. I'm not sure what type of homework, because I know that Royal High homework, it doesn't have anything to do with the actual subject. It's like just going to arrows, but maybe something like that for Barry Avenue would be fun, but not obviously not copying, because that would be copying, but something similar. I think that would be nice. Also, some people might have parents who are really, really busy at work and they won't be able to pick them up from school or even just drop them off. So obviously there should be a bus. Now, you might know that there's already a bus like outside of the school already parked, but you have to like drive it yourself, which is not really nice, not really good. But I feel like there should be a scheduled bus that just goes around the whole Barry Avenue neighborhood. There should be more bus stations in the neighborhood. I don't think I noticed any, but yeah, just like a bus station around the neighborhood area, and then it just has one station, which is to the school. I think if that happened, I feel like traveling would be a lot easier, and there should be like a notification at the top saying the bus is at this station in like 5 minutes. Get there now, or else you will be late and you will miss the bus, because there's probably going to only be like one bus that's going to go to the school. And I think this is just for the school. I don't think there should be a bus that just goes around like the whole day, like as a normal public transport, because that's going to block the road as well for people, just for normal people to drive. So I feel like just a school bus is fine. Okay, I've talked so much because I still have 3 more like topics to talk about, so please, if you can, stay tuned. I promise it won't be boring at all. I think it's really exciting because my next topic is a boarding. I think that it should be a boarding school. I think that's gonna be so fun, so fun. Like, I feel like boarding school is great. Like, first of all, it's right next to school, because sometimes when I role play as a student, the house is so far away from the school. I swear it takes a long drive. So I feel like a boarding school, I think that's a bit better. Just right next to the school. I don't know if there's space, but they'll figure something out, hopefully. I think honestly there's still actually a lot of space between each building and Berry Avenue in general, I feel like, which is so good because that means we can extend the school a bit more. So the boarding school, I don't have like a design of what I want it to look like, but I think there should be roommates 100%, because it's not like a college. I mean, it would be amazing if there was a college in Berry Avenue, but we're talking about a Berry High School here. It's a high school. I don't think it's good to just have your own room. But like, if it was like a college, then that's completely fine. But this is the Berry High School. Berry High School should maybe at least have like 4 beds in one room and like 1 shared bathroom or something. But yeah, and every boarding like dorm place needs to have a common room, like, I don't know, a kitchen to it, like a hangout place basically. I don't know if you guys been to like a boarding school. I haven't, but like, I've at least seen a boarding school and they need like a common room thing where they can like make meals, watch movies, hang out with their friends, and yeah, it's just a great place. I think common room is definitely needed if there was a boarding like area in Berry High School. Berry High School should have a game pass. Like, I feel like there should be like a whole game pass pack where you can buy the one where you decorate your locker, you can make announcements, and get like your own like, I don't know, like boarding room thing, because like it's kind of like the penthouse in the apartments, but except this is a boarding school. It's slightly smaller than an apartment, but yeah, like I feel like maybe the game pass, it should be at the top, and it should be a pretty big penthouse. It has their own kitchen, living room, a bathroom, a pretty big bathroom, and like a laundry area should be also in the boarding house. Now I just did like the quickest like drawing of a layout, so like really please don't mind my drawing. I just did it like really quick. This is a little plan, but here it is. I just want to show you guys. There should be 4 beds, and I don't think it should be like all like stuck together, lined up. I feel like that we need more privacy. I mean, obviously there's like, after all, there's 4 people in the bedroom, but there should still be some more private space, honestly, and enough space for your storage and for your desks as well, so you can study. I feel like there should be like your own desk, your own wardrobe, your own storage area, shelf or something like that. But obviously we can't give them too many storage areas, or else they won't be like, or else maybe either the whole room would be like too squished, or maybe just too big that there's not enough space for other dorms as well. But yeah, I just did a quick layout. Now there might be something that you might be wondering, I don't know, but I'm just assuming that what if you don't want to do the school mode, but like you kind of just like want it to be part of Berry Avenue? Obviously for some people, like, because some people might want it, some people might not want it because they might want to roleplay something else. Well, I feel like there should be like a settings thing where like you go on like the Berry Avenue phone and there's like a settings. I think there should be a turn on school mode thing. If you want to use the school mode, you turn it on. If you don't, just turn it off and it'll just look like a regular school. Now it's going to be renovated, Well, I'm not like 100% sure, but I would want it to be renovated. But yeah, I feel like renovating is good. It's a good thing. Like, I mean, unless if it like renovates and makes it even worse. But but that's not the part of renovating. The renovating is so you can make it better and bigger and better. And so I think that's a really important like thing to have on your settings, because we don't want people to like disagree on things, because Berry Avenue is a great game. I think everyone deserves to like enjoy it. Everyone plays it. Such a good roleplay game. It's so aesthetic as well. That's what I love about Berry Avenue. So yeah, but I think it would be a lot better if there were at least a little more buildings and made it a little more interactive. I mean, there's like the Switzerland thing. You can actually like go skiing and stuff. That's pretty interactive to me. But let's try to make the school interactive, because that's something that I feel like should be more focused on for the game. I mean, I know there's a lot going on for the list right now. If you haven't watched my other video where I explained the things that might be added for 2025, that like Amberry said like herself, like that's what she said about what's going to be added. But nothing's confirmed. But yeah, there's going to be a mall next year. I mean this year, because 2025. Oh, by the way, Happy New Year. I know it's like really late, but yeah, Happy New Year anyway. So yeah, basically I'm so excited for like what's gonna come, what things are gonna be added for Berry Avenue. But I know this whole like video, nothing's confirmed. Like, I'm just doing it because it's a suggestion for Berry Avenue if they wanted to add things. So yeah, my very, very last topic after like literally half an hour of talking. My last point is drama. What if there were like interactive drama experiences in Berry Avenue? So you know how there's like, I don't know, you know how there's like a prom thing every time there's like a seasonal update, like a winter ballroom thing, a summer one, I think, things like that. Anyway, I wanted to maybe make like a prom king or queen. Maybe that might cause a little drama because people are going to fight for that role. I'm sure I would as well. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like for drama, there should be lots of new like drama experiences for everyone to experience. Again, if you want to experience it, then you just got to turn on the settings mode if that you wanted to. But like, people can hopefully choose to turn it off if they want to. Anyway guys, I've talked for so long, but I really hope you guys watch this video and share this to other people so they get to listen to my idea, because I think this is a pretty good idea to make the school interactive. If you haven't watched my other videos, please watch it now after I finish talking, because I've talked for quite a bit now. Anyway, subscribe for more. I'll see you next one. Bye.